damp of the woods where the sunlight is shy. A fiddlehead rises, all coiled in a rhyme. Is a spiral so tight, a promise of greenery held in the light. It takes days to unwind, to lay flat its lace in a patient, deliberate, elegant grace. The unhurried unfurling of a fern shows the way to greet a brand new day. Not all in a rush, but in a slow, careful curl, revealing the beauty of an intricate world. The unhurried unfurling of a fern shows the way. I visit it daily on my walk to the creek to witness the progress, the pattern I seek. One frond at a time, it unrolls its design, a masterpiece written in a living green line. It doesn't compete with the fast-growing weed. It follows a different, a more ancient creed. The unhurried unfurling of a fern shows the way to greet a brand new day. Not all in a rush, but in a slow, careful curl, revealing the beauty of an intricate world. The unhurried unfurling of a fern shows the way. We want our achievements to be sudden and seen, but the fern in the shadow, so lush and so green, teaches that some of the finest display comes from unfolding in a slow, gentle way. The unhurried unfurling of a fern shows the way to greet a brand new day. Not all in a rush, but in a slow, careful curl, revealing the beauty of an intricate world. The unhurried unfurling of a fern shows the way. Fern unfurls, soft and deep, secrets for it to keep. Right by the screen door, where the rain sometimes blows, there's a plank that is settled in a soft, sagging pose.
The gentle warp of the porch floorboard is a dip and a bend. From 100 wet winters, it's learned to defend.
Against perfect flatness, it's made its own shape. A small wooden valley, a gentle escape. The gentle warp of the porch floorboard holds the rain in a miniature temporary
scratches, gives a soft tilted rock a familiar old feeling, steady as a clock.
It's not imperfections that needs to be fixed. It's a feature of living, of time being mixed
with wood and with weather, in a patient long dance that gives this old porch its particular chance.
The gentle warmth of the porch floorboard holds the rain in a miniature temporary domain. It cradles a puddle that mirrors the sky, then lets it evaporate as the day passes by. The gentle warmth of the porch floorboard holds the rain. We strive for such levelness in our lives and our homes, but sometimes the beauty in a warpboard roams
To show us that settling, that giving a bit can make a more welcoming, comfortable fit.
The gentle warmth of the porch floorboard holds the rain in a miniature temporary domain. It cradles a puddle that mirrors the sky, then lets it evaporate as the day passes by. The gentle warmth of the porch floorboard holds the rain. Floorboard warped, soft and low, where the peaceful moments go. Hangs by the kitchen door, rusted and still. But I hear its echo from over the hill. The distant chime of the dinner bell from the Johnson's old place, carried on twilight with a slow swinging grace. It doesn't ring often, just for special affairs, but the sound of community travels on air. The distant chime of the dinner bell calls, though not for me, through the evening falls. It's a sound of connection, of gathering near, of shared simple pleasures, of goodwill and good cheer. The distant chime of a dinner bell calls. I pause in my gardening listen its tone. A bronze note reminding me I'm not alone. In this wide rolling country, that family is still brave. They're bred all together for fellowship's sake. It fades into silence, but the fear remains, a thread in the tapestry of these rural domains. The distant chime of a dinner bell calls, though not for me, through the evening falls. It's a sound of connection, of gathering near, of shared simple pleasures, of goodwill and good cheer. The distant chime of the dinner bell calls. We text and we email, we're connected so fast, but the sound of a bell from a far-off time past has a power to stir something deeper inside, a longing for circles where love can abide. The distant chime of the dinner bell calls, though not for me, through the evening falls. It's a sound of connection, of gathering near, of shared simple pleasures, of goodwill and good cheer. The distant chime of the dinner bell calls. Dinner bell rings far and clear for all who can hear. Front face is road, and it's crimson and bright, a postcard of rustic, enduring delight. The unpainted back of the barn faces the wood, and wears only weather in its myriad moods. It's silver and gray, green moss for trim, a face that is honest and weathered and grim. The unpainted back of the barn doesn't mind if it's elegant, polished, or finely designed. It does its job quietly, holding the hay, facing the storm in its own humble way. The unpainted back of the barn doesn't mind. I like it the best, this unadorned side, where the shadows are long and the secrets abide. A pile of old lumber leans against it for years, and a hornet's nest hangs with no human fear of being knocked down, for the sake of a view. It's a world all its own, steadfast and true. The unpainted back of the barn doesn't mind if it's elegant, polished, or finely designed. It does its job quietly, holding the hay, facing the storm in its own humble way. The unpainted back of the barn doesn't mind. Maybe we all have a front and a back, one side for the world and one for the lack of pretense and polish, where we're simply bare and real and enduring and willing to wear the marks of the seasons without a complaint. The unpainted back of the barn doesn't mind if it's elegant, polished, or finely designed. It does its job quietly, holding the hay, facing the storm in its own humble way. The unpainted back of the barn doesn't mind. Barn back gray, strong and plain, in the sun and the rain.
The copper rooster turns on the peak of the shed, catching the sunset, a fiery gold head. The last light on the weather vane is a brilliant bright flame, before the night sky whispers its own gentle name. It points to the west, where the day takes its leave, the faithful old sentinel who'll never deceive. The last light on the weather vane glows as the evening soft wind blows. It's a final fierce spark on a meadow, old friend, that sees every sunrise right through to its end. The last light on the weather vane glows.
I watch from the yard as the color drains fast from the bird made of metal. His shine doesn't last,
But he turns in the twilight, a silhouette black against the deep indigo. No turning back to the day that is gone. He just faces the breeze with a quiet, sure knowing that puts mind at ease. The last light on the weather vane glows as the evening soft wind blows. It's a final fierce spark on a metal, old friend, that sees every sunrise right right through to its end. The last light on the weather vane aglow. We have satellites now that can tell us the weather, with beeps and predictions all bundled together. But I'll trust in this rooster, his slow creaking spin, and the last light he catches as the day grows thin. The last light on the weather vane glows as the evening's soft wind blows. It's a final fierce spark on a metal, old friend, that sees every sunrise right through to its end. The last light on the weather vane glows. Last light fades, rooster turns as the twilight lantern burns.
It starts as a whisper, a rustle so low, from the field at the edge where the wild sunflowers grow. The unhurried sway of the corn is an ocean of green, in a rhythm that's languid and lazy and serene. Each stalk leans its neighbor in a wave that rolls through, under a sky of the brightest bold blue. The unhurried sway of the corn in the breeze has a way of putting the mind at ease. It's a dance of abundance, of growth and of gain, a slow golden promise of sun and of rain. The unhurried sway of the corn in the breeze. I stand at the fence line and let the sound wash over my worries, a comforting slosh of green upon green, a susurrus that speaks of the strength of the humble, of the patience it seeks to reach for the heavens with tassels like flags, in tattered silk banners from sturdy green crags. The unhurried sway of the corn in the breeze has a way of putting the mind at ease. It's a dance of abundance, of growth and of gain, a slow golden promise of sun and of rain. The unhurried sway of the corn in the breeze. We rush through our own growth, we push and we strive, but the corn knows the secret to being alive is to root deeply down and to reach for the light, and to sway with the wind both by day and by night. The unhurried sway of the corn in the breeze has a way of putting the mind at ease. It's a dance of abundance, of growth and of gain, a slow golden promise of sun and of rain. The unhurried sway as the summer days go.
After rain on the soft muddy trail, a ghostly impression, so ghostly and pale, is a memory of summer, aftermath of a maple or oak that let go in the fall, pressed into earth, making art for us all. The fading imprint of a leaf on the path tells a story of sunlight and back, of rain that has passed and of time pressing down, turning something so fragile to part of the ground. The fading imprint of a leaf on the path. I step around it, not wanting to mar this temporary natural memoir. It'll wash out tomorrow or be trodden away, but for now, in this moment, it brightens my day. A delicate fossil, a whisper in mud, a reminder that even let go some things love. The fading imprint of a leaf on the path tells a story of sunlight and back, of rain that has passed and of time pressing down, turning something so fragile to part of the ground. The fading imprint of a leaf on the path. We leave our own imprints in ways we can't see on the hearts and the lives of our family. And maybe like leaves, when our season is through, a faint, loving impression is what we leave to. The fading imprint of a leaf on the path tells a story of sunlight and back, of rain that has passed and of time pressing down, turning something so fragile to part of the ground. The fading imprint of a leaf on the path. Leaf imprint fades, soft and deep, secrets for the earth to keep. Before the first bird and before the first truck, there's a quality of quiet, a marvelous luck. The unlocked silence of the morning is a gift pure and deep Before the world's promises it's agreed to keep. It's not an empty silence, but a fertile hushed space where peace has a palpable, gentle face. The unlocked silence of the morning holds the day in its own soft potential way. It's the blank page of sunlight, the unwritten song where anything right and nothing wrong can belong. The unlocked silence of the morning holds the day. I sit with my coffee and I don't make a sound, just listening to the stillness that's hallowed ground.
The creak of the house as it warms up is the only note in this symphony of quiet that sits in my throat as a thankful soft lump for this moment of grace before I must join in the human race. The unlocked silence of the morning holds the day in its own soft potential way. It's the blank page of sunlight, the unwritten song where anything right and nothing wrong can belong. The unlocked silence of the morning holds the day. We fill up our hours with chatter and noise and miss the profound, elemental joys of a world that is resting, of a night freshly past, and the beautiful silence that is meant to last just a little while. The unlocked silence of the morning holds the day in its own soft potential way. It's the blank page of sunlight, the unwritten song where anything right and nothing wrong can belong. The unlocked silence of the morning holds the day. Silence deep, soft and wide, with nothing to hide.
In the musty church pew, from a memory's hole, comes a line about pastures and streets paved with gold.
The forgotten verse of an old hymn that my grandma would sing, with a wavering voice that could make heaven ring.
I can't recall all the words, just a feeling it gave, of a love so immense it could rescue and save.
The forgotten verse of an old hymn lingers on, like the light of a dearly departed dawn. It doesn't need doctrine or
I hum it while working a fragment of tune under the wide, watchful eye of the moon.
And it ties me to her faith and her grace, to the look on her face in that hallowed old place.
The words may be lost, but the melody's true, a bridge over years from her spirit to you.
The forgotten verse of an old hymn lingers on, like the light of a dearly departed dawn. It doesn't need doctrine or perfectly recall rhyme, just a spirit of comfort from a far gone time. The forgotten verse of an old hymn lingers on.
They've updated the hymnals with modern new songs, but the power of memory quietly belongs
to the bits we can't quite grasp, that hover just near, whispering fear not to a listening ear. The forgotten verse of an old hymn lingers on, like the light of a dearly departed dawn. It doesn't need doctrine or perfectly recall rhyme, just a spirit of comfort from a far gone time. The forgotten verse of an old hymn lingers on.
The verse forgotten, tune stays clear for a listening ear.
It moves through the room as the afternoon climbs, a parallelogram drawn by the window sometimes. On the rug by the chair is a treasure I seek with a particular care, to stand in its glow as the day starts to fade, to feel the sun's kindness undimmed, unafraid. The last warmth in the sunspot is a gift that gives the weary soul a lift. It's a personal pool of celestial heat for my cold winter toes, for my heartbeat slow beat. The last warmth in the sunspot is a gift. Cat finds it first, curls into a ball, absorbing the rays until shadows grow tall. Then it's my turn to stand stand in the golden late light that's soon to be swallowed by the oncoming night. I close my eyes, face up, feel it warm on my skin, a farewell caress as the day gathers in. The last warmth in the sunspot is a gift that gives the weary soul a lift. It's a personal pool of celestial heat for my cold winter toes, for my heartbeat slow beat. The last warmth in the sunspot is a gift. We have furnaces now that can heat the whole space, but they can't replicate the sun's gentle grace as it offers one last focused defunctured beam before it departs on its nocturnal dream. The last warmth in the sunspot is a gift that gives the weary soul a lift. It's a personal pool of celestial heat for my cold winter toes, for my heartbeat slow beat. The last warmth in the sunspot is a gift. Sunspot fades, warmth is gone, but the memory lingers on. Right by the screen door, where the rain sometimes blows, there's a plank that has settled in a soft sagging pose. The gentle warp of the porch floorboard is a dip and a bend from 100 wet winters it's learned to defend. Against perfect flatness, it's made its own shape, a small wooden valley, a gentle escape. The gentle warp of the porch floorboard holds the rain in a miniature temporary domain. It cradles a puddle that mirrors the sky, then lets it evaporate as the day passes by. The gentle warp of the porch floorboard holds the rain. My rocking chair catches it, gives a soft tilted rock, a familiar old feeling, steady as a clock. It's not imperfection that needs to be fixed. It's a feature of living, of time being mixed. With wood and with weather, in a patient, long dance that gives this old porch its particular chance. The gentle warp of the porch floorboard holds the rain in a miniature temporary domain. It cradles a puddle that mirrors the sky, then lets it evaporate as the day passes by. The gentle warp of the porch floorboard holds the rain. We strive for such levelness in our lives and our homes, but sometimes the beauty in a warpboard roams to show us that settling, that giving a bit can make a more welcome and comfortable fit. The gentle warp of the porch floorboard holds the rain in a miniature temporary domain. It cradles a puddle that mirrors the sky, then lets it evaporate as the day passes by. The gentle warp of the porch floorboard holds the rain. Floorboard warped, soft and low, where the peaceful moments go. It hangs by the kitchen door, rusted and still, but I hear its echo from over the hill. The distant chime of the dinner bell from the Johnson's old place, carried on twilight with a slow swinging grace. It doesn't ring often, just for special affairs, but the sound of community travels on air. The distant chime of the dinner bell calls, though not for me, through the evening falls. It's a sound of connection, of gathering near, of shared simple pleasures, of goodwill and good cheer. The distant chime of the dinner bell calls. I pause in my gardening, listen its tone, a bronze note reminding me I'm not alone. In this wide rolling country, that families still break their bread all together for fellowship's sake. It fades into silence, but the feeling remains, a thread in the tapestry of these rural domains. The distant chime of the dinner bell calls, though not for me, through the evening falls. It's a sound of connection, of gathering near, of shared simple pleasures, of goodwill and good cheer. The distant chime of the dinner bell calls. We text and we email, we're connected so fast, but the sound of a bell from a far-off time past has a power to stir something deeper inside, a longing for circles where love can abide. The distant chime of the dinner bell calls, though not for me, through the
gathering here of shared simple pleasures, of goodwill and good cheer. The distant chime of the dinner bell calls. Dinner bell rings far and clear for all who can hear. Front face is road, and it's crimson and bright, a postcard of rustic, enduring delight. The unpainted back of the barn faces the woods and wears only weather in its myriad moods. It's silver and gray with green moss for trim, a face that is honest and weathered and grim. The unpainted back of the barn doesn't mind if it's elegant and polished or finely designed. It does its job quietly, holding the hay, facing the storm in its own humble way. The unpainted back of the barn doesn't mind. I like it the best, this unadorned side where the shadows are long and the secrets abide. A pile of old lumber leans against it for years, and a hornet's nest hangs with no human fears of being knocked down for the sake of a view. It's a world all its own, steadfast and true. The unpainted back of the barn doesn't mind if it's elegant, polished, or finely designed. It does its job quietly, holding the hay, facing the storm in its own humble way. The unpainted back of the barn doesn't mind. Maybe we all have a front and a back, one side for the world and one for the lack of pretense and polish, where we're simply bare and real and enduring and willing to wear the marks of the seasons without a complaint. The unpainted back of the barn doesn't mind if it's elegant, polished, or finely designed. It does its job quietly, holding the hay, facing the storm in its own humble way. The unpainted back of the barn doesn't mind. Barn back gray, strong and plain, in the sun and the rain.
copper rooster turns on the peak of the shed, catching the sunset, a fiery gold head.
Is a brilliant bright flame before the night sky whispers its own gentle name. It points to the west where the day takes its lead, a faithful old sentinel who never deceives.
The last light on the weather vane glows as the evening's soft wind blows. It's a final fierce spark on a metal old friend that sees every sunrise right through to its end. The last light on the weather vane glows. I watch from the yard as the color drains fast from the bird made of metal. His shine doesn't last,
but he turns in the twilight a silhouette black against the deep indigo. No turning back to the day that is gone. He just faces the breeze with a quiet, sure knowing that puts mind at ease.
The last light on the weather vane glows as the evening's soft wind blows. It's a final fierce spark on a metal old friend that sees every sunrise right through to its end. The last light on the weather vane glows. We have satellites now that can tell us the weather with beeps and predictions all bundled together.
But I'll trust in this rooster, his slow creaking spin,
and the last light he catches as the day grows thin. The last light on the weather vane glows as the evening's soft wind blows. It's a final fierce spark on a metal old friend that sees every sunrise right through to its end. The last light on the weather vane glows. The last light fades, rooster turns as the twilight lantern burns. It starts as a whisper, a rustle so low, from the field at the edge where the wild sunflowers grow. The unhurried sway of the corn is the ocean of green, in a rhythm that's languid and lazy and serene. Each stalk leans its neighbor in a wave that rolls through, under a sky of the brightest bold blue. The unhurried sway of the corn in the breeze has a way of putting the mind at ease. It's a dance of abundance, of growth and of gain, a slow golden promise of sun and of rain, the unhurried sway of the corn in the breeze. I stand at the fence line and let the sound wash over my worries, a comforting slow green upon green, a susurrus that speaks of the strength of the humble, of the patience it seeks to reach for the heavens with tassels like flags in tattered silk banners from sturdy green crags. The unhurried sway of the corn in the breeze has a way of putting the mind at ease. It's a dance of abundance, of growth and of gain, a slow golden promise of sun and of rain, the unhurried sway of the corn in the breeze. We rush through our own growth, we push and we strive, but the corn knows the secret to being alive is to root deeply down and to reach for the light and to sway with the wind both by day and by night. The unhurried sway of the corn in the breeze has a way of putting the mind at ease. It's a dance of abundance, of growth and of gain, a slow golden promise of sun and of rain, the unhurried sway of the corn in the breeze. Corn sways slow, row on row, as the summer days go. After rain, on the soft muddy trail, a ghostly impression, so ghostly and pale,
Fading imprint of a leaf on the path
is a memory of summer aftermath, of a maple or oak that let go in the fall, pressed into earth, making art for us all. The fading imprint of a leaf on the path tells a story of sunlight and bath, of rain that has passed and of time pressing down, turning something so fragile to part of the ground. The fading imprint of a leaf on the path. I step around it
not wanting to mar this temporary natural memoir.
It'll wash out tomorrow or be trodden away.
But for now, in this moment, it brightens my day. A delicate fossil, a whisper in mud, a reminder that even let go something's love. The fading imprint of a leaf on the path tells a story of sunlight and bath, of rain that has passed and of time pressing down, turning something so fragile to part of the ground. The fading imprint of a leaf on the path. We leave our own imprints in ways we can't see on the hearts and the lives of our family. Maybe like leaves, when our season is through, a faint loving impression is what we leave too. The fading imprint of a leaf on the path tells a story of sunlight and bath, of time pressing down, turning something so fragile to part of the ground. The fading imprint of a leaf on the path. The leaf imprint fades, soft and deep, secrets for the earth to keep. Before the first bird and before the first truck, there's a quality of quiet, a marvelous luck.
The unlocked silence of the morning
is a gift pure and deep, before the world's promises it's agreed to keep.
It's not an empty silence, but a fertile hush space where peace has a palpable, gentle face.
The unlocked silence of the morning holds the day in its own soft, potential way.
It's the blank page of sunlight, the unwritten song, where anything right and nothing wrong can belong. The unlocked silence of the morning holds the day.
I sit with my coffee and I don't make a sound, just listening to the stillness that's hallowed ground.
The creak of the house as it warms up is the only note in and this symphony of quiet that sits in my throat as a thankful soft lump for this moment of grace before I must join in the human race. The unlocked silence of the morning holds the day in its own soft potential way. It's the blank page of sunlight, the unwritten song, where anything right and nothing wrong can belong. The unlocked silence of the morning holds the day. We fill up our hours with chatter and noise and miss the profound elemental joys of a world that is resting, of a night freshly past, and the beautiful silence that is meant to last just a little while. The unlocked silence of the morning holds the day in its own soft potential way. It's the blank page of sunlight, the unwritten song, where anything right and nothing wrong can belong. The unlocked silence of the morning holds the day. Silence deep, soft and wide, with nothing to hide.
In the musty church pew, from a memory's hole, comes a line about pastures and streets paved with gold. The forgotten verse of an old hymn that my grandma would sing with a wavering voice that could make heaven ring. I can't recall all the words, just the feeling it gave of a love so immense it could rescue and save. The forgotten verse of an old hymn lingers on like the light of a dearly departed dawn. It doesn't need doctrine or perfectly recalled rhyme, just the spirit of comfort from a far gone time. The forgotten verse of an old hymn lingers on. I hum it while working a fragment of tune under the wide, watchful eye of the moon. And it ties me to her faith and her grace, to the look on her face in that hallowed old place. The words may be lost, but the melody's true, a bridge over years from her spirit to you. The forgotten verse of an old hymn lingers on like the light of a dearly departed dawn. It doesn't need doctrine or perfectly recalled just a spirit of comfort from a far gone time. The forgotten verse of an old hymn lingers on. They've updated the hymnals with modern new songs, but the power of memory quietly belongs to the bits we can't quite grasp, that hover just near, whispering fear not to a listening ear. The forgotten verse of an old hymn lingers on, like the light of a dearly departed dawn. It doesn't need doctrine or perfectly recalled rhyme, just the spirit of comfort from a far gone time. The forgotten verse of an old hymn lingers on. Verse forgotten, tune stays clear for a listening ear. It moves through the room as the afternoon climbs, a parallelogram drawn by the window sometimes. The last warmth in the sunspot on the rug by the chair is a treasure I seek with a particular care, to stand in its glow as the day starts to fade, to feel the sun's kindness undim the freighting. The last warmth in the sunspot is a gift that gives the weary soul a lift. It's a personal pool of celestial heat for my cold winter toes, for my heartbeat slow beat. The last warmth in the sunspot is a gift. The cat finds it first, curls into a ball, absorbing the rays until shadows grow tall. And then it's my turn to stand in the golden late light that's soon to be swallowed by the oncoming night. I close my eyes, face up, feel it warm on my skin, a farewell caress as the day gathers in. The last warmth in the sunspot is a gift that gives the weary soul a lift. It's a personal pool of celestial heat for my cold winter toes, for my heartbeat slow beat. The last warmth in the sunspot is a gift. We have furnaces now that can heat the whole space, but they can't replicate the sun's gentle grace, as it offers one last focused, affectionate beam before it departs toward its nocturnal dream. The last warmth in the sunspot is a gift that gives the weary soul a lift. It's a personal a sunspot is a gift. Sunspot fades, warmth is gone, but the memory lingers on. In the damp of the woods, where the sunlight is shy, a fiddlehead rises, all coiled and awry. Is a spiral so tight, a promise of greenery held in the light. It takes days to unwind, to lay flat its lace in a patient, deliberate, elegant grace. The unhurried unfurling of a fern shows the way to greet a brand new day. Not all in a rush, but in a slow, careful curl, revealing the beauty of a intricate world. The unhurried unfurling of a fern shows the way. I visited daily on my walk to the creek to witness the progress, the pattern I see. One frond at a time, it unrolls its design, a masterpiece written in a living green line. It doesn't compete with the fast-growing weed. It follows a different, a more ancient creed. The unhurried unfurling of a fern shows the way to greet a brand new day. Not all in a rush, but in a slow, careful curl, revealing the beauty of a intricate world. The unhurried unfurling of a fern shows the way. We want our achievements to be sudden and seen, but the fern in the shadow, so lush and so green, teaches that some of the finest display comes from unfolding in a slow, gentle way. The unhurried unfurling of a fern shows the way to greet a brand new day. Not all in a rush, but in a slow, careful curl, revealing the beauty of a intricate world. The unhurried unfurling of a fern shows the way. Fern unfurls, soft and deep, secrets for it to keep.